Welcome to the Critical Thinking Strategy for Unit 6. The strategy for this unit is ranking options. Think about a time that you had to make a decision that involved choosing between several options. Maybe you had to decide what to eat for breakfast this morning or what to watch on TV. We have to make many choices throughout the day. Some experts say around 35,000. And more often than not, we have to pick between more than one option. The majority of these choices are ones that we make with our gut. In other words, we don't have to think long and hard. We don't need to weigh carefully all of our options. Instead, we just make a quick decision about what we'd prefer. For instance, if you were ordering a pizza in a restaurant and the server asked you what 5 toppings you wanted, you wouldn't have to create a chart that considers the pros and cons to decide if you'd rather have mushrooms or green peppers. But some decisions are really complicated. For instance, if you have to decide which candidate to give an award to or which applicant to hire, you need to carefully consider all of your options before you arrive at your final decision. When you're faced with a hard decision, ranking is a really helpful skill. What does ranking mean? To rank someone or something means to give him, her, or it a particular position on a scale according to its quality, importance, or success. There are 3 steps to ranking. First, you need to decide which qualities you think are important ones. For instance, if you have to choose which hotel you're going to stay at the next time you go on vacation, you need to first decide what things matter to you when it comes to hotels. It might be very important to you that the hotel is in a good location and is affordable. You might also want a hotel with a pool. When you're ranking options, you need to decide what qualities or characteristics are the most important to you, and they'll help you measure your choices. Second, you need to evaluate each option according to the qualities you have chosen. As you look at each option, ask yourself the questions related to the qualities you've identified, like, does it have a pool? And what do the reviews of value for money look like? If you're considering several qualities and several options, you might want to make a numbered system to help you remember your opinions. For example, if a hotel has a pool, is clean, has fancy coffee makers in the rooms, and is affordable, but isn't right downtown, you might give it a score of 4 out of 5. Finally, once you've considered your options, you can compare all of the ratings. You can put the hotels in the order of their totals. The one that has the highest total is where you should make your reservation. Now it's your turn to practice ranking. Imagine you want to get a new credit card. What things will be important for you to think about as you consider the options? Do you want a low interest rate? What about the option to get cash back with every purchase? Is a yearly fee okay? Do you want something to use when you travel? Take a moment to make a short list of the things that you want from your new credit card. Next, look at the options. Use your list of qualities to give each card a score. Last, compare the scores of the cards. Put the cards into the order of their scores from the biggest score to the smallest score. Which card is right for you? There's no right answer for this practice activity because each person has different values and will come up with a different score and a different ranking. This is the result that is right for you. Let's try another one. Imagine you received 3 different job offers. Despite the fact that this would be a wonderful news, you need to make a decision about where you will work. In order to rank the offers, you first need to identify what's important to you about your workplace and your job. Is it money? Is it the hours? What about your workspace? Vacation time? Do you think about the potential to move up at the company? What about employee education and development opportunities? There are many things to consider. Make a list. Next, look at the jobs. Use your list of qualities to give each job a score. Now, compare the scores. Put the jobs in the order of their scores from biggest to smallest. This is how you can decide which job you should take. Let's recap today's lesson. We've been talking about the critical thinking skill of ranking options. We learned about the 3 steps we need to take in order to rank several options: listing the important qualities, evaluating each option, and comparing the options. Ranking helps us make smart, informed choices. Thank you for listening.